Hey everyone, Akshay here and welcome to this video series where we will be creating the classic game Brick Breaker. So let's take a look at the final game. So let's press play, and here we can move around the paddle and bounce the ball to break the bricks up above. So this is essentially how you play the game if you haven't played the game before, and this is what we will be creating right now with Ready. So first, let's check out the steps we need to take in order to build this. So the first step is to create the ball itself, and we'll make this purple and put it in the center of the screen. This is the ball that will be bouncing around and breaking the bricks and bouncing off the walls and the paddle. Next, we need to create a rectangle to create an enclosure. So first we'll create the one on the right here, and in step 3, we're going to be copying this and moving it to the left, to the top, and to the bottom. Next, in step 4, we're going to give the ball behaviors and effects. So first we're going to give it the behavior as a bullet, so it can shoot off and move and bounce off the walls. And for the effect, we're going to give it a impact effect, so whenever it hits a brick, it activates that effect. And in step 5, we're going to add the orange paddle down here. So that's basically our main character. We can move left and right to not allow the main purple ball from hitting the bad enclosure at the bottom, which will end the game and restart. In step 6, we're going to give the paddle behaviors, so that's actually the behavior to move it left and right with the control pad. In step 7, we're going to add a single brick and give it an orangish color, or red. And in step 8, we're going to create the brick class, so we don't have to have multiple events, and give it all similar behaviors, and create multiple copies of these, which we will put in many columns and many rows. And for steps 9 and 10, we're going to actually set up the events. So in event 1, we're going to remove a brick when hit by ball. At event 2, we're going to restart the scene when the ball touches the bad enclosure, which is at the bottom. And 11 is a bonus if you want to make the game harder by adjusting the object speeds. So for example, making the ball faster will make the game harder, or making the paddle move slower, or anything like that. So let's get started. Let's go into Ready, let's go home, click New, Create New, and here we go. So the first step is to create a ball. So let's go into our library, go into Basic Shapes, and here you will find Circle. Let's drag this into our scene, and let's change the color to purple in appearance. There we go. And let's give it a name of ball. We can also go down and change the collider from polygon to circle. This is basically saying that the system will detect when this ball has collided with something, not at the corners if the collider is a box, but rather at the very edges of the circle as we set the collider to a circle. And that's it for step 1.